Since the year 2000, NBA 2K has disrespected players with their ratings. This is the most disrespectful NBA 2K ratings ever.
He needed a new jersey at halftime because this was right.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
That is unbelievable.
2K's first season. 2K didn't waste any time with the disrespect. In their very first season back in 2000, there were a bunch. Some of the more notable ones were Paul Pierce at 82, Tracy McGrady at 86, and shooting legend Reggie Miller with an 87. Some of the biggest stars in the game would feel the wrath of the 2K disrespect early in their career. In NBA 2K11 and 2K12, Steph Curry was rated at only 80. His three-point shot alone should have put him higher. 2K even slapped the crown of the king, disrespecting LeBron James his rookie year. James would enter the league with a 2K rating of 88. LeBron James was already being compared to Jordan before he even stepped on an NBA court. He should have at least been in the 90s. This next guy would also have an 88 rating. The problem is, he's an NBA legend. In NBA 2K4, Vince Carter was in the middle of his game-winning, shooting, high-flying, dunking career. So 2K rewards the man with an 88. This is one of the most disrespectful 2K ratings you can find. You wouldn't believe the amount of guys 2K disrespected in multiple seasons. Because multi-year disrespect is what these NBA players got. Starting with Melo. Carmelo Anthony had a low rating in several seasons. Three of the worst were 2K14 with a rating of 81. 2K5 with an 87, and 2K6, they dropped him to an 85. There were a few more too. This former MVP had it just as bad, if not worse. Kevin Durant was given an 83 in 2K9, but teammate Russell Westbrook felt it that year with a dismal 77. Some of Durant's other disrespectful seasons were 2K10 with an 82 and 2K12 with a 92. More former MVP multi-year disrespect went to Derrick Rose. You see, in 2K9 and 2K10, Rose was given just an 80. 2K10 was one of the most disrespectful seasons. Tracy McGrady's coming back with some more love, getting just a 77. But that's far from the worst though. This former two-time MVP was so disrespected. Steve Nash has been one of 2K's biggest victims. In 2K5, Nash was just an 83, but they would do him one better. In the awful 2K10, Nash was just an 80. This next player nearly scored more points in the game than what his lowest rating was, scoring more than 50 points 4 times in his career. The next man we're going to talk about is Jamal Crawford. Crawford's career high point total in a game is 52. Despite showing signs of being that type of player early in his career, 2K hit Jamal hard with the disrespect, giving him a terrible 61 in 2K3. 2K3 was one of the more disrespectful seasons for 2K. Rip Hamilton with the 79 rating was really the only other low rating. After looking at all the rosters for every season, 2K10 was the worst, but not the most disrespectful. See, there was one other season that was a slap in the face to every player that ever played in the league. NBA 2K13 would set the bar for disrespect. First, they stuck it to a guy like Kevin Garnett, who was only at 84. Steph Curry got it again with just an 82, and Derrick Rose was set low at 92. That season, 2K had a celebrity team, and the ratings of the celebs was the worst thing 2K has ever done. Guys like Pauly D from Jersey Shore were on the team, and he got a rating of 93. So, according to 2K, Pauly D is better than D Rose. Oh yeah, Justin Bieber was also on the team too. He was given a 91, and let me remind you, this is the same season Garnett was given an 84. Garnett, even at his old age, would stomp Bieber out in the game right now. I can't imagine how bad it would have been back then. This was so bad the NBA should have sued 2K for defamation of the league. There are some pretty gangster players in the league, and 2K needs to watch their back when they do nonsense like that. But before we go any further, don't be like 2K. Show us some love by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. As always, we love, appreciate, and most importantly, respect you guys. Alright, let's get back into it and talk about the more recent seasons. And we're gonna start with one of the greatest athletes of all time. In 2K16, they disrespected the one man I thought they would never dare. Kobe Bryant was handed a rating of 85. Knowing Kobe, he probably didn't even know about it, nonetheless care about it. And in that same game, Kevin Durant had just a 91. And in 2K17, they disrespected James Harden with just a 90. And you know that got under his skin. In 2K18, we saw Kyrie Irving get just a 90, and 2K21 was rough. They gave Devin Booker the old 88. The same same rating Vince Carter got dissed with. And the most recent 2K, 2K22, was another of the worst when Jason Tatum was given a 90. Again, I guess 2K thinks Justin Bieber was better in his prime. And now, we have finally come to the biggest diss of them all, because this man was an MVP, a champion, and the face of his franchise for nearly 20 years. And 2K rewards him with garbage ratings. Dirk Nowitzki was disrespected every year of his career, but 3. In 2K6, he was a 96. 2K7 was a 97. And 2K8 was a 95. Other than that, a few low 90 seasons and a ton of 80s. And just like the late great Kobe, however, I'm sure Dirk couldn't care less. In NBA 2K2, one guy had one of the most disrespectful ratings ever. But it wasn't disrespectful to him. It was disrespectful to his teammates, as well as a few others in the league. In 2001, NBA 2K2 came out at the same time the Los Angeles Lakers were kings of the NBA, led by their 2 superstar MVP candidates, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. 2K2 slapped Kobe in the face, as well as anyone else who thought they were better than Shaq, because they gave Shaquille O'Neal a rating of 100, the only time that's ever happened. That's basically 2K2 telling you they think Shaq is the greatest player in NBA history, at least in the 2K2 era. That's also saying Shaq's perfect. Other than the disrespect, there is one more big issue with Shaq getting 100. He is one of the worst free throw shooters in NBA history. My man had to almost shoot the ball one-handed from the free throw line because his paws are too big. On top of that, Shaq never made an NBA three-pointer. Has he even ever attempted one that wasn't from half court?
With Kobe respecting and trusting his teammates. When Kobe came back from that injury late in the season, corresponding with this love fest that has broken out here at Staples. Oh, playing. You could hear that. You could hear that at Venice Beach.
Those 2 facts alone should drop him from 100. And we won't even talk about ball handling and dribbling.
Here we go, the Diesel. We knew we'd break it out here before long.
Between the legs. The metal core enjoying it. And looks to finish it. Magic O'Neal up on the top of the circle area. Look at it. The crossover, the inside out, and then Carmelo.
Just another stupid, disrespectful rating by the 2K franchise. But knowing the kind of guy Shaq is, I wouldn't be surprised if he paid 2K off for that rating. If NBA 2K were movie critics, I wonder what they would have given Shaq for Kazam, that horrible movie he starred in as a genie. Well, I guess he granted himself his own wish and gave himself a perfect rating.